Welcome to Local Legends with Jess, the Arizona edition. I'm Jessica Benevento, your mortgage matchmaker, opening doors with ease and bringing you the stories behind Arizona's most inspiring people. From best-selling authors and elite athletes to business badasses making moves across the valley. These are the local legends shaping our communities. Get the inside scoop, real talk, and powerful conversations you won't hear anywhere else. Local Legends with Jess, where Arizona's stories connect. Welcome to Local Legends with Jess and
Jason.
Jason. Forgot your name.
It's okay. I'll forget yours tonight.
So I have a special guest today. This is a dear friend of both Jason and mine. You say that? Is that grammar correct?
It's usually it is, Jess.
All right. I did, right? Okay. Mr. Jerry Hug. But before... What?
Mine and Jason.
Mine and Jason's good, dear friend, really family member, Jerry Hug. But before we start, we get into it, I'm going to give a special shout out to our sponsors, or our sponsor, Justin, and he's our insurance guy. Covers all of Arizona. He does car, home, life, and business. We actually use him personally for all our stuff, and he is absolutely amazing. So shout out to Justin. Thank you for sponsoring this episode.
First and last name, please, Jess.
Justin Lisk.
Thank you.
Okay.
Because we're not allowed to use who he works for.
Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you?
It tells you.
Say you started, Jay, even though your name's not officially.
We're going to make something, actually a good lead in, because what we're going to do is put a J here in felt. And if anybody knows anything about felt, it's real old school. And today I actually have an old school brand. Jess and I, which is perfect grammar, have an old school friend from the old school days in the 90s.
Much older than my school days in the 2000s.
Gerard, right? Hug, a.k.a. Jerry.
A.k.a. one R in my phone because no one's name is spelled correctly.
She just doesn't have time to type the extra R.
That is very true.
Of course, I know
Very
you.
common.
You're too busy.
I'm way too busy to properly spell anyone's name.
You could text a paragraph, but it would be 4 letters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we all know what you're saying. We can read Jess.
You could totally read Jess.
Yeah, when I read I'm like, how did she? I get it. Now I'm actually speaking in her language.
Yeah, just my language. All right. Why are we having Jerry Hug on here?
So, local legends, and now Jerry is a local legend and a legend among the nation. Because actually, when Jerry was in high school,
Oh, you're going to go back old school.
yeah, I'm going to go old school.
Okay.
See, I played football, but I didn't play at a level of Mr. Hug here. And when you play football, you may be decent, but I really want to know what it was like to be a All-American in high school at your age. And if anybody knows anything, it was a 2-time All-American, right? Adidas and Parade.
Mm-hmm.
And
You were a 2-time?
Yeah.
And if you really want to go deep, he was on the Adidas Hall of Fame Adidas All-American with Hall of Fame athletes like Thurman Thomas.
Correct.
Tim Brown.
Correct.
Ironhead.
Ironhead wasn't a running back. He wasn't on that team, but he was clearly, an elite running back when we were in high school. I mean, he was a man amongst boys. But yeah, there's Keith Jackson.
Oh yeah, from the Broncos.
And then he went to Oklahoma. Just a lot of great athletes on that team. That's crazy when you think about it.
So at what age? Because Jess and I have Michael, right? And we're every day since he's been 4 has been filled with sports. So at what point in your life did you realize you were actually different? Like you were the athlete. Things probably came a lot easier at an early age for you than most kids.
Yeah, I think one of the things for me, I matured very quickly. I went through puberty very quickly, and you guys have seen that picture of me where I look like a giant. Like it's absolutely absurd, but I grew very quickly. So I was like 5'10" in 5th grade, 6th grade.
Oh my God.
And I had a size, 12 shoe. And I was like a full head above everyone else in my class. But I was pretty athletic. So everyone thought, and people would tell me because I played baseball, basketball, football, and then in high school I ran track. That I was going to be this monster kid because my dad is 6'4", right? And so once you start to hear that from everyone, and you're out there playing and competing, and by the grace of God, things did come easier for me. I was blessed with good hand-eye coordination, was blessed with speed. And then at that time, I had height. So, it was once you start to gain that self-confidence and people telling you what you're going to be, it starts to build on itself.
Yeah.
And that's when I started to realize, wow, this is, I'm different. Right. And, and that's when I really started to think about, and then start to think about, like, as I went into middle school, and preparing for high school, this is maybe something that I could do in high school. And I always had the goal of getting a scholarship in high school. In fact, I had a bet with my father that if I got a full ride, that he would have to buy me the car of my choice.
No way.
Yeah. So we always used to talk about it. Always. We used to go down to West Orange, myself, my brother, my father. On Saturdays, we would do the same thing. We would go down there. We'd get a haircut by Mr. Sal. Then we would go across the street to East Orange Sporting Goods. We'd get our sneakers, cleats.
The Tortorellas on that.
Yeah, the Tortorellas.
Yes.
Whatever sport we were playing. And I used to always tell my father, you better keep your word because, I'm going to get a scholarship. So you start to think about that. And then, that's where I started to, not knowing what manifestation was, I started to manifest it.
Sure.
I had no idea what I was doing, but it just goes to show you the more you think, and
believe it,
the higher probability it's going to come to you. So that was kind of when it started happening.
So obviously, with you being a 2-time All-American,
it wasn't 2 times.
I mean, it was 2 separate.
Yeah, and the parade. To be fair, on parade, I was lower down on the list, but Adidas, I was.
But still amazing. So you definitely got a scholarship. Number one, where did you go? And number two, what car did you get?
So, back in those days, you were allowed to take 5 paid visits from the school, the schools that recruited you.
Sorry.
And I wound up going to Penn State. The 5 visits I took were Penn State, Miami, Notre Dame, University of Virginia, and Boston College. Wound up going to Penn State. They had just won the national championship, and I was recruited pretty hard by them. And I thought it would be good because it was close to home. My parents could come and see me play. And I decided to, I took my talents to Penn State.
I wish you could put the hat on, but
I wish I could too.
It was before hats. Okay. So you went to Penn State. What car did you get?
I got a 280 ZX Camaro with the T-tops.
Yes.
And it was white with the blue 280 on it.
Oh, my God.
With white wheels and blue interior.
I had that Matchbox car. I swear to God, I did. Oh, come on, old school. I really did. That thing would just fly across the floor.
Oh, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. With the T-tops, you put them in the covers. I mean, it was
the best.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. That was a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Okay, so here's, I think people are really going to find this fascinating. So you get to Penn State. Everything you did up until high school, you were the best, if not one of the best in the whole country. You get to Penn State. Did you dominate?
No, it was a really eye-opening experience for me.
It's probably humbling,
And
right?
Humbling is an understatement. But what I will say is I can still remember like it was yesterday when my parents drove me up there to drop me off for preseason camp. So we had to go up there in, I think it was August, while school was still out, right? Football was going to start. And my freshman year, we were playing in the we were playing, we were going to play Texas at the Meadowlands.
Okay.
So I was getting my mindset like, oh, I'm going to start, but then my family can come and see me play. And all these people are going to come. Everyone's going to help.
I made it right.
Man plans, God laughs.
Yeah.
Totally.
So, but when I was driving up there, you know, because you don't know what to expect. And what wound up happening is that year we had a really outstanding recruiting class, and the 3 wide receivers that decided to commit there was myself, guy by the name of Greg Johnson, who was the 100-meter state high hurdle champion from Hiawatha, Tennessee, and Ray Roundtree, who was from Aiken, South Carolina. Like, I still remember these guys like it was yesterday. And the 3 of us were coming in, and then and we were kind of hailed to be like, these are the young guns that are going to take the team to the next level. And there was articles written on us. I mean, they really built it up big time. So you're kind of wondering, you know, okay, what's this competition gonna be like? And I remember driving up there with my parents, and in the car, as I was looking out the window, you're seeing just cow pastures, like you're going out to Penn State.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking to myself, you know, if they recruited me that heavily, like, they must think I can play here.
Sure.
Right? So if they think I can play here, I should be able to play here. And then after I'm done playing here, well, then the next step is the NFL.
Right.
That's just the way things progressed, right?
Yeah.
Well,
So you still had that self-doubt, huh?
always,
With all those
always.
athletes. Wow.
I just never had. I feel like I always had some. I didn't have enough innate confidence in my, like, I always doubted myself, but throughout high school and with, you know, I always wound up doing okay. But and then what happened was my freshman year, I got hurt. I got hurt pretty bad. I was out blocking, and one of the linemen came around and kind of fell on top of me, and I rolled my ankle and I was out. So I redshirted my freshman year. So then you go, and then what winds up happening when you redshirt, you go from, hey, I'm going to compete, for a place on the team, to you go into oblivion.
Yeah, you try to earn a spot.
You wind up going from the highest, most relevant thing in high school to no one cares.
Yeah.
In college, because there's 5 guys ready to take your job. It's the same thing with the pros.
Yeah.
And you don't even travel. You don't go to the away games.
Wow.
On the home games, you're on the sidelines. You don't dress. You're in like regular clothes. So you go from feeling part of this euphoric experience that you want to have to feeling so dislocated from it that it was bizarre.
Oh my
It
God.
was a really difficult time for me.
Plus, you don't have like your close-knit friends there or family. And
You have no support system. You have other guys that are, your boys, well, they're becoming your brothers and your friends. But it's a business,
Yeah.
college football. It was a business then. It's a much, much, much bigger business now. So, you kind of just, you're fighting for relevance, and you go through doubting yourself, depression, and so it was a difficult freshman year for sure.
Okay. That's crazy. I didn't even know that about you. Like, I knew, but I didn't know how depth that was and the difficulties. So then, okay, you graduate. Where do you go from there?
Yeah. So, after that, I wound up taking a job at a brokerage firm that I worked at, as a summer intern, called Financial Northeastern. It was a great job, great experience, put you right on the phones. And it was selling insured CDs to like institutions, pension funds, credit unions, family offices. And at that point in time,
So very technical sales.
yes, at that point in time, interest rates were, you could get a 1-year insured CD, fully insured by the FDIC, that would pay you 11% for 6 months.
Oh my gosh.
And that's where our economy was in the tank. interest rates were sky high. I don't even know what mortgage rates were.
Probably
'cause,
double digits.
Yeah.
so that was like, it was insane.
Wow.
And it was a great learning experience. And then from there, I went, buddy of mine went to work for Merrill Lynch, and he convinced me to go over there. So I went to work for Merrill for, I don't know, 10 years probably, and went into the retail brokerage side of the business and learned that, and built up a business. And, yeah, so that was kind of where I got my footing in financial services.
Now you made your way back to Arizona, right? And you were here for a while, then you went back.
Raised my family here. Yeah, we moved out here 15 years ago, raised my children here, loved it, fell in love. The first time I came out here, I absolutely just fell in love with the sunshine and the vibe and the cleanliness and the healthy outdoor active lifestyle that Arizona affords someone. And I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And luckily at the time, Kim, my ex-wife, was very amenable to following my dream and, wanting to come out here. And I had wound up selling a company because after I left Merrill, I went into private equity or venture capital, and we invested in a company that I wound up selling to the larger competitor out here. And as part of the deal, they offered me the opportunity to come out as chief strategy officer. It was a big company, big business, and I just had no fear at that time. So I wanted to do it. And luckily, Kim was all in and followed. So we moved the kids out here and, raised the kids, lived here for 9 years. And then my dad got sick. We wound up moving back to Jersey. And now I'm back for the second round, after some lifestyle changes, getting divorced. And, I wanted to be in a place where I was happy.
Yeah.
And this is, it's my happy. This sunshine's, very addictive, and, it affords you the ability to be outside a lot. And I'm a warm weather guy.
Yeah.
Warm weather.
I mean, I have to say, because Jess and I are so close with you, that like your life seems to be like cycled, like very cyclical. I mean, what I mean is like you've had this success, right? Then you got humbled on the football field. Then you had success in business, and then you actually got humbled.
Oh yeah.
And now,
Hold on. You got kicked in the balls. That's what happened. I watched you being you got thrown down.
I didn't even know you were here.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. You got thrown down, and now it's amazing to watch what you've done. And that's why you're on here. You are a local legend to us.
Oh, that's sweet of you. I wouldn't know about that, Jess, but
No,
yeah,
No, it's true, Joe.
I mean, you did your penance living with my brother. That's for sure.
Oh,
that I should get a medal for. But no, this time last year, in fact, you guys don't know this. So it's Good Friday today.
Yeah.
Right. And this time last year, I got water baptized. It was on Good Friday.
Right. I remember
So
this.
today's the 1 year anniversary
Yeah.
of me surrendering my life
Yeah.
to Jesus, and just really deepening my faith and my belief system, and like realizing that my plan that I've had for my life, right, hasn't worked out.
Right.
Right. And our faith teaches you that, well, he's put your plan in place. You just don't know it.
Right.
So when you make that decision to like surrender and allow him to guide your footsteps, that's when things started, to really change, because I was like, you guys lived through it with me. So there was I was busted, broken, meaning I had, was finalizing my divorce, trying to, then we had to close down my company because our largest investor wouldn't fund it anymore. Then I was diagnosed with a rare brain disorder, and not having any certainty about what was going on. I was broken. I was and I remember like sitting, kneeling down on next to my bed and just being like, I just want to be happy. I just want to find happiness again, because I felt like no matter what I did, everything that I was doing wasn't bringing me happiness.
Right.
And that's when I turned to God and I'm like, look, I'm yours. I'm out of this game now. Like, take me where you need to take me. And I bought into that. And that's what got me through. Like, I was unemployed for 9 months, and if I didn't have my faith during that time, I would have, who knows what I would have done. But, I
And not to interrupt, but you're missing something too. And you're definitely not missing it. But when I say it, you're going to agree. Your faith and your cherish and your support system. Your kids, Jess and I talk to you all the time. And like, we knew, they knew, and we see you rising. Like, honestly, like a phoenix. And that's what kind of brings us to your newest adventure. And really, what Jess and I want to do is we want to be a partner in this business with you. We want to make it a grassroots thing. We believe in your vision. And I think Jess and I can add a lot to this. And I think it would be an amazing story. So I want you to commit to us that you will allow us an opportunity to do that.
Yeah, no, I'd be honored. And like you've already made a huge contribution, because through Jess's introduction, I got to meet my partner in crime.
This year.
Yeah. And without me getting introduced to, like, in business, you need to know what you're good at, know what you're not good at. And I know what I'm good at, and I know what I'm not good at. And what I'm not good at, she fills in all of the missing pieces to now make my thought, my vision that I've been thinking about for 5 years actually come to fruition and become a reality. And yeah, you guys are going to definitely play a role in it, because there's
No, I don't want to roll. We want ownership. We had our lawyers looked in the valuation. It's a negative. So you don't have to pay us anything, but we want to be a partner in the business. Now, before we go any further and jump into what old school is.
That was a shitty introduction to the business. You just threw the
No, because I want to do something, because as if I didn't think Jerry was going to cry, I had something planned for him. I have somebody that's going to tell a couple stories about you.
You gotta put it up to the mic.
enough. Stop.
Gabagool.
Hugger.
What's going on, Jay?
We have your beautiful brother here. He's all teed up. Hasn't shed a tear yet.
I thought I was gonna be Pop, dude. I thought for the Essex County Hall of Fame. Talk about my brother?
Yes. I'm sorry. I had to say it was for Pop, but it's for Jerry.
I got hoodwinked.
That's what the good gorgonzola cheese does.
What's shaking, buddy? Happy Good Friday, guys.
Happy Good Friday.
So I'm sitting here with your brother.
Hi, honey.
We're sitting here with your brother. We're just about to talk about old school, and I thought it was a perfect opportunity for you to kind of say how it was old school to be living with your brother.
Well, I was been thinking about like a lot of things that I could say. Growing up old school, and I guess what comes to mind actually is as young kids, which were old school back in the day, was sharing a bedroom with your brother. That doesn't happen today. Everybody has their own bedrooms with their king size bed and TV. But back in the day, Jerry and I in West Orange shared a bedroom together, two single beds, and we probably shared a bedroom up till 6th or 7th grade, and that reminds me kind of old school of old stories of just a lot of time growing up together, watching him grow as a young person into a young man, and he definitely has always been my idol. I love my brother to death. And, I told you I was going to start crying, but I've always looked up to him. Jerry was my idol. Jerry was a unique individual. Jerry was the same size at the age of 12 years old as he is now.
See?
One of those kids. He had a size 12 foot. Was 5'11" in the 6th grade, and everything came easy to him. He was an incredible athlete. That just I love to watch, and I idolized him. And to this day, he still is my idol. I adore him. Um, that's what kind of comes to mind from an old school perspective. I drive through Verona all the time, Jag. The old car wash in Verona where the Annan Flag building is, where the White Castle used to be. There's that baseball field, and every time I drive by that,
Everett Field.
Jerry. Yeah, so they're redoing it right now, and when I drive by it just brings back memories because I remember my brother in 6th grade playing in that field actually and hitting a home run onto Bloomfield Avenue, to the other side of Bloomfield Avenue as a 12-year-old. So he was a man child. So when I think old school, that's what I think of, just the great memories of spending time being, just as little kids, just always trying to keep up with him and his friends. He had a great group of friends that were amazing athletes. A couple of his best friends played, in the NFL, and it's just a great innocent time to grow up and to be Jerry Hug's brother. So I love you to death.
I love you, bro. I love you.
And you know what? What else is old school, to be quite honest with you? And not to be corny, but like, I know you're his, right? Because when he tells me he's going home for Christmas Eve, he's like, wait till you see the meal that my brother's going to cook. And he took the videos. He's like, honestly, I just love that guy, man. He's the best. And you are the best, Jeff. And so is your brother, Jerry.
I appreciate it. It's funny that you said that because my whole day today, dude, I've been shopping like a maniac. I went to the butcher. I got a 14-pound leg of lamb that they're going to debone for me. I just went. I got all my ricotta. I got my I'm making pizza rustica. Two lasagnas I'm making. I got a big ham. We're bringing it out, dude. We're going to bring it out on Sunday.
Yeah, times are tough here. We have a leg of a horse that just passed away in the house next to us. My goal is just to make it edible.
I know you can bring it. Oh, nice. What's going on tonight? What are you guys doing?
That's it. Hey, we're going to cut it short just because we're going to finish this up. But I love you, buddy. Your brother loves you. Jess loves you. We'll see you soon.
I love you guys. Cheers.
Love you, Jeffrey.
Thought that was cool. That's why the alarm was going off to call your brother.
Oh, yeah. He's one of a kind.
Yeah, he is.
So with that, tell us about your
Old school. Give us old school.
So old school has been in my mind and in my mind's eye probably seriously for like the last 5 years. And I'm a brand lover. I love clothes. I love, and I'm a brand advocate. And when I find something that I like and wears well, like that's what I buy. And I could go through my wardrobe with I buy these types of suits, these types of shirts, so I've always been kind of an aficionado of brands, and I've always been fascinated with what makes them work, what makes them tick, how it all happens. I've always had this desire to build a brand. But it costs, it costs a lot of money to do that. It costs a lot of time, effort, and energy up until recently, where now you have the tools, you have with social tools, it helps with Shopify, with automation. It's become attainable for people that don't have to go out and raise $20 million to build a brand.
Right.
So the reason why old school is, like, as I said, over the past couple of years, I've just started to really pay attention on how often that term is used.
Yeah.
And how diverse that term is used. And as I started to really think about it, I'm like, no one's really wrapped that into a badge of honor.
Yeah.
And when I think about the term old school, what I'm so excited about is that we want to harness all of the inherent goodwill that this phrase has and how diverse it is. And we want to launch a lifestyle,
Like a movement almost.
it is, well, yes. And a movement defines itself. We don't define it.
Yeah.
It'll define itself if we're that fortunate, right? But that's certainly the goal. It's certainly what we talk about. But what wound up happening is I've been kind of kicking around for the last 5 years, and I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast, and he had Guy Fieri on, and they were talking about a lot of stuff that's going on in the world, and they were talking about a lot of the negativity, and there's all this content out there that men are putting out around, you know, the manosphere and how to be masculine and how to treat women shitty and how to, you know, get up and all you got to do is go to the gym and trade crypto and you're going to be like, and they're taking these kids' money and it's really awful. And Guy, at the end of the podcast, Guy Fieri said, you know, we just need more positivity in this world.
Yeah.
And man, that hit me like, I remember where I was when I heard it. It hit me like a sledgehammer. And I'm like, well, if you think about old school, right? The term old school is used to compliment someone.
Yeah.
It's a cool compliment, right? Nobody's ever said to someone, you're old school in a derogatory way. Every time you hear it, I heard it this morning on the Pat Mac, every time you hear it, whether it's describing a car, describing a recipe, describing music, it connects people with good, not just memories, just good memories.
Yes.
And happiness in their life, whether they were at a concert or they remember, you know, old school, you know, like we were growing up, we had to go home for dinner every night at 6 o'clock.
Right.
We had dinner as a family. And if you didn't, like, you were not eating.
Yeah.
Right. And there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
You know what I love about it though, Jer? Like, I didn't even think of this when you were saying it. So when I asked my son, Michael, old school, he's like, I remember old school for me was when I was playing T-ball. But the thing is that's so cool about it is you see it click in somebody where they just get happy because it's a warm memory and everybody's old school is different. Which is so cool because, and like, no matter what your day is, no matter what your politics are, when you say old school, I'm thinking of the 90s, Jakar. We used to peg your legs, like going out like Sebastian Maniscalco, actually going out and talking to girls instead of like swiping, right? But my son's old school is totally different. My dad's old school is like shooting dice at go betting horses. Like everybody's is so different and it's so near and dear to their heart that who isn't going to love it? That's what's so amazing about it.
Well, here's what we have going for us, right? With this,
I like that you said, wait.
with this movement is old school is a term that never dies.
Yeah.
It's,
Ever.
It's timeless.
Yeah.
It's generational. And every year it redefines itself based upon that generation. Like if you look at fashion, right? Every 15 years, what does fashion do? It just redoes the old trends, bell bottoms, skinny jeans, tight jeans, short jeans, right? Like there's so many things you could do with fashion, right? But every 20 years, the trends and they reset themselves.
Right.
And I want to create a place. We want to create a place that gives people the ability to share their old school memories.
Love it.
Share it, live it. Like we're going to put out like how to be old school.
Yeah.
Like what are the things that define you as someone who lives a lifestyle that's kind of old school? Because it's a badge of honor. We say it's earned, not given.
Yeah.
You don't just get it. Like you got to live it and then wear it with the clothing line that we're going to launch. And I mean, it's really super exciting. And I'm so grateful to be in this place at this time with the resources and the people around.
It's the
me.
right time.
This is the time.
Yeah. And
God's
it's
plan.
Which is old school.
Yeah. And that's how we're going to do it. We're going to launch it just grassroots, round up, hard work, going out, talking to people. Because this is the thing. When I know we have something. I know that, I feel it in that core of my soul, in my bones. I'm not going to be disappointed, because every time you ask someone what's your old school, they have an answer.
So
Yeah.
good.
And the answer's something positive.
Yeah, no.
What's your
agree.
old school? Like, people don't say, oh, it's when my dad, someone
Yeah.
died. Like, it's always a positive thing.
Yeah.
So this term has been out there, right? And we're gonna bring it to life, and we're gonna bring this audience, this movement, this platform, and we're gonna get people to share what it means to them. And I think it's gonna be a blast. I
It
think it's gonna
is.
be a lot of fun.
It's going to be amazing.
So yeah, I can't wait. We're hard at work, and coming soon.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yay!
Yeah, for sure.
Well, thank you for being here, Jared.
Oh man,
This
thanks.
was amazing.
This was so fun.
Sorry, we have to wrap it up. We could talk.
I could talk for hours with you guys.
But I'm
well, we
excited.
do anyway.
I know,
We do.
I
It's
know,
like being on your couch at
seriously.
home.
Well, thank you again for being here. You're a local legend. Excited
love
for
you guys.
old school.
Love you
Love
guys.
you.
Love you.
And that's a wrap.